Okay, we continue with the next one. This is Darvinia. She's by Katoki, then Cassini 2, and then Parco.
Even more experience.
Did she jump? Did she jump before? As a 3-year-old, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, come on. Can you walk around in jumping shoes? 10. So we already did 1 linear scoring. Is that good?
That's good. That's great.
What's the shelf, huh?
Yes, she was landing. Yeah.
I don't know what the other one.
Okay.
That stands for good.
No.
If people go around here,
No, maybe not.
it's maybe it's just
Yeah. Yeah. The first one should be fine.
First one's great.
Otherwise, we do
First
one.
one and this one.
Yeah, maybe better this one.
Maybe just the two.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, this one seems quite easy, convenient with this, so I think this one practiced a little bit before. Shannon says she's a Starts Premium student, so she performed as a 3-year-old. How old is she now, Shannon? Sorry? 4? 12. 12-year-old, yeah. Oh.
Her oldest is jumping under 35.
Okay. Katoki. Oh, the Katoki, yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. You can see she has a long strided trot. So far this is the biggest strided trot, also good active hind leg. So for the jumper she has a good trot. The canter is active. Now she stiffens a little bit in the canter in the use of the back. But she's also somewhat excited, so we have to take that into consideration. Katoki, Cassini, Parco.
Kom on.
Yeah, she may enter the chute.
Zo is dat.
Okay. Ooh. So we're gonna raise directly the fences because she had actually a really good entrance. She did good the first time. I think she's more experienced than the other ones. Ooh. You can see if she enters the chute. Ooh. Yeah, she will. Ooh. Yeah, very well. You can see she has a really good overview. She's very easy with her body. Jumps upward. Oh. Oh. Yeah, I block her because you need to take care of the crew over here. Yeah, she wants to do it herself.
Thanks, Steven. Jumping over me here.
Oh. Yeah. Yeah. Maar nou iets hoger, Janko, ja?
Pretty good.
Yeah, properly, and to lift her front leg. I think it's really important to give them a lot of ground line to our young horses, so they have the chance to put the knees up. Oh, oh. Ja.
Op de heus houden.
Maar dan een keer in het heuvel. You can see that she knows where the poles are, eh? Like we said. She knows what she's doing with her body. She's in control, she has a good overview, so she knows what she does. That's why we can raise the fence already, because it's not a problem for her, I think. So to give them another experience. Yeah. Yeah. Now she was a little bit twisting in her body, but okay, she's opening well from behind, so we put it like an oxer. Ooh. Ooh. Okay. Yeah, for me it's enough, Janko. Yeah. Okay, can catch her. Oh, oh. For me, this mare looks a very smart mare. She knows what she's doing. She has a good control of her body. She has a good overview. She's very adjustable. She, like I said, she knows where the poles are. She changes her canter, then she can also jump upward. She seems to be scopy enough. She's quick enough in the legs, also quick enough in her takeoff. Seems to be careful, and also opening well from behind, I think. So, but especially what I like in her is her attitude and her overview.
Slide like a...
She seems a very smart horse for me. She knows what she's doing. Yeah.
Finally.
So it was actually a pretty good presentation. Yeah. Start with the first impression. What do we think of this horse first impression? Is it small? Is it good size? Is it... Yeah. Size is average, eh? Yeah, but high enough. It's good enough for, yeah, sufficient developed. And what do we think further? What do we note? What do we think are obvious traits of this horse? Okay. Yeah.
Oh, this guy.
But I think the first impression for me, this is an elegant horse. It has a good expression, and it's correctly built, I think, so far. Good enough body. For me, the most obvious part for him is a little square indeed, but also short and sloping croup. That's for me I like the front end, nice neck, high withers, good connection in top line, maybe a little short in the back, but also a short sloping croup. That's what I notify directly. That's for me the most obvious point of this horse. It seems to be correct in the legs, lean legs so far. So when you tell that to yourself, you already did half of the scoring. That makes it easier. So when we say for ourselves, okay, it's an elegant horse, has good expression. It's a little short coupled, so it should be a little longer line for us. But a good front end and somewhat short sloping croup. Then we know already a lot of the horse. And that's what should reflect in the scoring. So when we go to body shape, is it rectangular or is it square? Square, yeah. I would do 1 square. For me, 2 is too much, actually. I think it has just sufficient length in the body. Yeah, so I would do F on squareness. Yeah. And then the direction. Did we notify anything about direction when we talked about the horse? Yeah, actually it's quite good, eh? So it could be E, just average. It's not really downhill, also not really uphill, it's not, so just score it E. Then the head neck connection, is it light or is it heavy?
Gewoon hoe, hè? Je moet door en dan.
Yeah, but I think it's light. I would do the long light. It's not heavy, for sure not heavy. It's very open, and it has enough length in the neck. So I would do one to light. I would do an E, D on that. So 3 would be D for me. Then the length for the neck. Yeah, for me it would be also average. It's, yeah. No, it's a well-shaped neck, enough length and not really. So I would do E on the length of the neck. The position, is it horizontal or is it vertical? For the jumper it's actually pretty good, eh? I would do the E also. Not upright. No, but it's not needed for the jumper. So when we see the average population of jumpers, it's more horizontally than with dressage horse. If this would have been a dressage horse, I would have scored it horizontal. But for jumper, not. Yeah? Then we go to the, so we have of the length of the neck, normal, position of the neck also normal. The muscling, yeah, normal, eh? It's not normal, yeah, would it be E? The height of the withers is high, eh? Yeah. Yeah, can be D, yeah. And the length of the withers, also good, eh? Can be, for me, it can be a C. You have a nice connection from the withers to the back, long withers, so that's good. Then we have the back. Line of the back, is it roast or is it weak? I think it's normal. Oh yeah, the shoulder. For me, that's somewhat straight in the shoulder. Yeah. Could be a little bit more sloping, but I would do one straight, not that much, but a little straight. So the position shoulder, I would do F. Line of back, I would do E, normal. The loins. The connection. Yeah, it tends to be a little roast. Yeah. Yeah, I would do 1. It's not weak for sure. It tends to be a little roast, yeah. Yeah. Then we have the shape of croup. Well, we already told, it was clear that it was sloping and it was short. So then we need to do at least 2. Yeah. And when we think it's very clear, then we need to do 3. But I would do 2.
So sloping and short.
Yeah, because it's clear for us that it's a short sloping croup. So I would do, for the shape of croup, I would do like a C. And I would do for the length, I would do like a G. Well, normally when they are more flat, they tend to open more from the hind. Now they are more tight in the hind, and that's what he actually did in jumping. You see a little bit roast in the loins combined with the sloping. Yeah, straight. And when they are more flat in the croup, then you can see that it's easy for them to open. Yeah. We think it's modern because due to the transition to the thoroughbreds, we think it's a modern to have a sloping croup. But functionality, we like to see them more flat. Also for dressage, a little bit more of as long and flat. Not as flat as the harness horses, but okay. Yeah. Yeah. In heels? Yeah. So the low heels I would do for sure 2. Yeah. And the quality of the legs? I think it's quite normal, eh? Yeah. And also the substance is quite normal. So then when we have the total evaluation, normally we should do also the correctness of the walk. Well, as far as I can see it now, it doesn't have a big issue over there. But we don't see any big issues or faults or defects on this horse. So enough withers, long withers. The croup is somewhat short and sloping. Stands front leg. is a little back at knee, sends hind leg straight, but a little weak in the pasterns. Correct enough in the feet. So that would be for us the final commentary on this horse. And then for me, with the jumping as a hunter, for the hunter type, I think it's an elegant hunter for me. The type is good enough. I would give it 70 for confirmation. I would have scored higher if the group was a little better positioned for me. And for me, it got, I think, 80 for technique for jumping for the hunter, and 70 canter, and then about 75 for jumping. Something like it, I think. So for me, it could be the star quality for a hunter type, not for jumper. Then it should be opening more from behind. And then I see the sloping croup with the tight hind end. That's not a combination I like to see for the jumpers.